Remember, this is your life. You control your time and your day flow. Good morning everyone and welcome back to a new video on my channel. We are going through some really interesting times right now. Pre-corona, we had to go to work, to school, and we had to do other things during the day. And unfortunately, for some of us, these things determined our daily routines. Sometimes we were letting these external factors, like work, decide on when we're gonna wake up and when we're gonna go to bed. This one life we have is ours, and our lives consist of days. I think that we should have been in charge of our days before Corona, but now we have to. And it is a great time to build good habits. I'm often asked why I wake up at 5:30, even on Sundays, when there's no work. You know, like you can sleep longer, it's Sunday, you don't have to work. Well, I don't wake up for work. I wake up for myself. I wake up to start my day. So it doesn't matter if it's a Sunday or a Monday, I wake up for me anyways. We all know how useful routines are, especially morning routines that include the things that you love and will set the tone for the rest of your day. Or evening routines that you prepare for the next day so you can go to bed, relax a little bit and have a really good night's sleep. So how about the rest of the day? We have the morning routines maybe and we have the evening ones, but what is in between there? It is very, very useful to have a daily routine as well. And a daily routine is a perfect guide. It's almost like an SOP, a standard operating procedure. And if you make one, you can try to follow it as much as possible to try to replicate the ideal day every single day. When you're creating your own daily routine, you can actually tap into the times where your mind and body works the best, so you can actually use your body and mind to do the right things at the right time. And that is highly personal. So how can you create your own daily routine? And of course, I have a step-by-step tutorial for you. First, start by writing down the things that you do in a day. Let me give you some ideas. You probably have to work, you probably have to sleep, you probably have to have some times that you eat, morning and evening routines, socializing, entertainment, maybe some other things like cleaning and other errands. When it comes to the category of other things, I would recommend you to batch them together as much as possible, so all cleaning together. Next step, you write down how much time each and everything on this list requires. Probably you need 8 hours of sleep, or maybe you can use some apps to analyze your sleep so you know exactly how much sleep you need. Probably you need 8 hours to work. Maybe 2 hours for morning and evening routines, depending on, your morning and evening routines. And if you don't have any, maybe you want to create one now. And if you need any examples, I have some down in the description box below for you. You probably need around 2 hours for food, around 2 hours for socializing and entertainment. You write the list according to your needs and what your day consists of. The third step of the process is to analyze when you're good at doing what. So if you're really productive in the mornings, you want to put work towards the morning, right? If you're really good at working in the evening, maybe you want to put other things in the morning. Here you can start thinking about some time management techniques like eating the frog. Maybe your brain works better if you do the hardest thing first in the day, so you feel really good about your day and you become more productive for the rest of the day. Or maybe you're someone who is actually getting motivation by accomplishment, meaning you do some easy things, you get the sense of accomplishment, and then that keeps you motivated and productive for the rest of the day. It's all very personal, so you need to know when you do what best. Next one is to determine when you need to go to bed. I promise I'll make a video about this one, but I figured for myself that after dinner, I'm not very productive. I'm very tired, the whole day has passed, I'm not doing much. So I don't really need to sit for like 5 hours watching TV doing, cool things, but just for fun, because it's way too long for me, 5 hours a day, just to, sit down and relax is simply too long. I just need 2-3 hours of relaxing time every day. So if I'm done with my work by 7 p.m., I have my dinner done by 7:30, then if you add 2-3 hours to it, it's 9:30, 10. And that's exactly when I go to bed, around 9:30. I need 8 hours of sleep now at least, so I add that 8 hours and we have 5:30 a.m. and that's exactly when I wake up every day. Or you can do the calculation the other way around. Maybe you need to start working by 8 a.m. and you need 2 hours for your morning routine. That means you have to be up by 6 a.m. Maybe you need 8 hours like I do, so you need to be sleeping by 10 p.m. So you can, reverse engineer when you need to be sleeping and try to stick to this for your ideal day. The next step is to work the details out. Once you know when you're going to go to bed and you know when the big chunks are going to happen, like work and morning routine, evening routine, now you can put other things into your ideal day flow. You can start creating your perfect daily routine around those things. Let me give you the example of my ideal day. I wake up at 5:30, like I said. I need about 2 hours for my morning routine because I read in the mornings and I like to start my day a little bit more relaxed. So I give myself those 2 hours in the morning, every morning. Then I start work by 7:30. I'm at my desk here in my office. At 7:30 a.m. every morning, I start with answering my emails. Since many people don't start work before 8:30, I don't get instant replies. And that is perfect because I answered, so I can wait until the evening when I do my second set of answering emails, and I don't need to answer emails constantly during the day. So there's a tip for you. Then I take my first break around 9 a.m. I talked about Pomodoro before. My perfect length is about 1.5 hours, so I take my first break at 9 a.m. Then I work again until 11:30 a.m. and I take another break then. My third set of work is done by 1 p.m. and that's exactly when I have my lunch. I'm back at work around 2, I work until 3:30 and I give another break. Then I work until 5 p.m. and I take another break, the last break of the day. And lastly, I work until 6:30, 7 and I finish my workday. That's my ideal time to finish. I eat my dinner around 7, between 7 and 7:30. So after 7:30, I have my chill time. Until about 9, we do, puzzles, we watch a movie, we play games, maybe we do some baking. So we spend really high quality family time, or we try to every evening. And like I said, this is the ideal one, right? It doesn't have to happen every day. And around 9:30, I go to bed, try to read a little bit, and I fall asleep automatically because my body clock is used to sleeping around that time and waking up at 5:30. So that's my perfect daily routine. So what's next? Now you have the ideal daily routine for you. That makes time for work, for yourself, for your loved ones, for resting, for personal development, whatever your day might include. But you have time for all of these things in your ideal day, right? So you will write it down somewhere or print it out and you try to follow it as much as possible. Of course, life will happen. This is not about following the daily routine every single day. It's just there as a guide and you try to stick to it as much as possible. And in the future, maybe when you're booking a call with someone, you know that between 1 and 2, maybe you're eating lunch. So you're not going to put that in that lunch part because your blocks, your ideal day gives you the non-negotiables, gives you the time to do the things that you actually care about. So you say, I'm not free until 2 because I'll be having lunch with my family. Let's book the call for 2, right? So if you follow it as much as possible, you're not going to let other things come into your schedule maybe as much as you were doing before. Remember, this is your life. You control your time and your day flow. Try not to bend it for other things and other people. Lastly, I want to say that you can have different routines, different daily flows for different days. Maybe you do different things on the weekend, so you can have another one for the weekend. Or maybe you can have one for Mondays, one for Tuesdays, depending on what you do on those days. If everything is similar for you, you can have just one ideal day flow. But maybe you want to do a cleaning day kind of thing on Sundays, so you can have a different flow on Sundays. I actually have a video of our Sunday routine. If you want to watch, the link is in the description box. You can also have your cleaning, getting ready for, the upcoming day's day on a Wednesday. Life is becoming more flexible. It was already before Corona happened. More people were working remotely, more people were having flexible work hours, so you determine what you do on what day. You can also set themes for your days. Maybe Tuesday is a creative day for you. Maybe Wednesdays is a self-care day, or you do an extra set of workout. Again, you do you, create your ideal flows as you need it. If you want to know more about how you can actually build the perfect morning routine, I'm leaving that video down in the description box for you to watch after this one. Please remember to join the family by subscribing to this channel, and I will see you in the next videos. Bye. Mwah.